guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've created a makeup look perfect for this time of year, for the Christmas, New Year's, party season, or even just any random night out. I'm going to jump straight in, and I've got my NYX liquid illuminator in the shade Gleam, and I'm quite heavily patting this onto the skin to ensure that I have glowy skin underneath my foundation. And I've got my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, and I absolutely love this, and I'm just bouncing this around my skin with my damp beauty blender. And then moving straight onto the eyes, I've got my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre, and this is just going to act as a base for our eyeshadows to ensure that they last. And then just to set it in place and to make sure our eyeshadows blend nicely, I'm going to put some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just over the top of that. Now jumping in with my eyeshadow, I'm taking the shade Sandalwood from my Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, which I am obsessed with, and this shade is just being built up in the crease and a bit above it, so this is going to be our transitional shade. Then I'm taking this dark brown shade called Cocoa. It's like a dark reddy brown. On a pencil brush, I'm just focusing this shade on the inner and outer corners of my eye, leaving the center of the eye blank, and this is going to create a nice halo effect. So with a tapered blending brush, I am just kind of joining them up within the middle and just putting on a little bit more eyeshadow on the inner and outer corner and blending it through the middle once again, as you can see. So it's going to join up and connect, and then the middle space is blank. Then I'm taking this black eyeshadow from the same palette called Black Truffle, and then again I'm just going over the top of that brown eyeshadow in the same area, so we're going to create a really nice halo eye effect. We want to keep this black eyeshadow more precisely like in the crease and not any higher, as I did with the brown eyeshadow. And then again just taking a little bit more black to build it up on the inner and outer corners, and then as you can see I'm really carefully taking it through the crease. Then I'm taking this gorgeous shade called Dubai, and it's like a antique gold, and this is best applied with your fingers, so I'm just pressing this onto the center of my eye. And then I've got my Sephora kohl liner. You can take any black kohl liner, and I'm just lining my eyes with this, but a really thin line, and this is just so the lashes can appear thicker. And then for my favorite part, it's the glitter, and I'm taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and this is honestly the easiest way of applying glitter without any fallout, and it's just so beautiful. So this is just going on the center of the eye to create that halo effect. Then moving back onto the skin, I've got my LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and this is just going underneath the eyes because it's nice and full coverage, it's going to conceal. I'm also just taking this down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow and chin, so anywhere where I want to highlight. And then I'm just going over with my Maybelline Eraser Eye Concealer to brighten those areas further. And then, of course, I'm just going to blend it all out with my damp beauty blender sponge. You always want to pat with your beauty blender and not rub. You want to keep all the products that we've put on in place and not kind of move them around too much. And we want to keep the coverage right there. So yeah, then I'm going to set all of those areas in place, again using my damp beauty blender sponge and my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm kind of baking a little bit. So as you can see, I've patted this on just in the areas that we've highlighted, and then I'm just dusting it off straight away. So I didn't want to leave the powder on my skin for too long, just because I feel like it can make your skin look a little dry. Then on the eyes again, I'm taking the same shades that we use but just underneath. So I took the Sandalwood shade first and blew that out. Then I'm taking Cocoa, a bit more precise and close to the lash line, and then blending that together. And then I'm just taking the black eyeshadow and placing that over the top and then blending over again. So the exact same three shadows are just going along the lower lash line and being blended together. The smokier and more blown out, the better for this look. I just think it makes your eyes appear a lot bigger. Then I'm taking the shade Moon Dust, and I'm just doing a really nice subtle inner corner highlight on the eyes. I don't want to take the attention away from the glitter. And then I'm just lining my eyes with the kohl liner once again on my inner waterline on my lower lash line. This will just add a bit more drama to the look and make it look more pow. Then moving back onto the skin, I've got my MAC Mineralize Loose Powder Foundation, and I'm just lightly dusting this over the top of the rest of my face to give my skin a bit more coverage and to ensure my foundation lasts a lot longer. And then moving back onto the eyes, I've got my L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt Mascara. This is my favourite mascara ever. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. So I'm lightly just applying a couple of coats of this onto my top lashes and then going in with my Eyelure and Vegas Nail lashes. I'll leave the name of them down below. I think they're Shining Star. And then back onto the face, I've got my Ofra Cosmetics Velvet Matte Bronzer, which, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this too. This is my favourite bronzer at the moment, and this is just going on my cheeks and on my temples, so anywhere where the sun would naturally hit me. And then for my contouring powder, I've got my Makeup Geek powder in the shade Half Hearted. I'm using a tapered fluffy brush, and this is going to help me to get precision but also a really nice blend on that contour. So I'm taking this in the hollows of my cheeks and then along my temples. And then on a slightly more precise blending brush, I'm just taking this down the sides of my nose and then at the tip as well. For highlight, I've got my Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator, which is now back in stock, which is super exciting. And I'm just building this up on the top of my cheekbones. And yeah, this is such a beautiful highlight. The best way to apply highlighter is to keep applying small amounts and just building it up. And then for blusher, I've got an old school blush that I've not used in a long time, but it's my MAC blusher in the shade Blush Baby. And I'm just lightly applying this onto my cheeks and just over that contour. For lips, I've got my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow, and I'm just applying this all over my lips, but I didn't really like the way it looked with this makeup look, so I did apply a Maybelline lipstick in the shade Nude Embrace, which is one of their velvet matte lipsticks, over the top of that. But this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Snapchat and Insta, everything is down below, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!